And if you don't, what are we doing at this point?
You might be on the worst top 5 list. And if we know anything about the worst top 5 list, it is not a list you want to be on.
Yeah, and you could be on that list even if you win this week, depending
Yeah.
on how you win.
Yeah, just don't be an asshole to your fans. You're the worst fan base to have.
Yeah. And then we talk about the Baker Mayfield clock here, where he'll win a game against an inferior team, puff his chest out, then lose to two mediocre teams, and then start talk about how the haters are doubting him, and then how I'm going to show you. Well, we're at the point of that clock where he beat a bad inferior team in the Tennessee Titans, and now he's going to face a team on the road in San Francisco that lost 3 straight. They're pissed off about it. Deebo Samuel came back with a vengeance, looking like himself. Chase Young is now on that team, and he said the vibe, his energy is up. He loves his teammates now. Him and Nick Bosa chopping it up on the bench together, which is horrifying if you're a quarterback in the NFL. And that's all coming to fruition with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as 11.5-point underdogs in San Francisco. And I think that should probably be about 21.
Oof. Yeah. See, the Bucs team, it's like, do you see a scenario where Baker Mayfield, you have the clock for Baker Mayfield where he'll like outperform in a game where you don't expect him to? Is this a game where you see that with Baker Mayfield?
No.
See, because I see the 49ers, they got Chase Young, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, all guys that are going to give that offensive line a living hell. But Baker Mayfield, he's a weird quarterback to diagnose. You can kind of predict how the season will go for him. But at the same time, is this a game where like the 49ers not necessarily underperform, but maybe the Bucs overperform, where you see Mike Evans get involved? You see some of their other talent get involved. Cade Otton maybe get involved for them.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case because I am a realist, as we know, history buff, enthusiast as well. The 49ers will definitely win this game. 11.5 points. I'll be generous to Baker Mayfield. We liked what he did in Cleveland and what he's done in Tampa Bay to this point. I see them maybe covering, but by no means will they beat the 49ers because they have this guy, Mr. Kittle, Mr. Debo, Mr. McCaffrey. Mr. McCaffrey is hungry as well because he did not have a touchdown for the first time in over a year. He's hungry. He wants another touchdown. I get the 49ers in this game, and I think they take care of business pretty handily.
Yeah. And to your question before, can I see Baker Mayfield like having a game where he surprises us? No, because if you can't handle the Bills without Matt Milano and fossilized Von Miller, what are you going to do against Nick Bosa, Chase Young, Fred Warner, Ufonga, Diamador Lenore, all of those guys? I know I'm missing a few players on the 49ers defense, but Brian Ogletree, like, what are you going to do against all of these guys bearing down against you? And Baker Mayfield has not dealt with elite pass rushes to the best of his abilities this season. You can kind of see that height become a factor when he's going up against some of the better defenses in the NFL, and he's not going to have these cute 3rd and 6 rushes against this team. If he tries that against the 49ers, he's going to get popped.
Yeah, he could. And if he's going to win this game, he needs to take care of the football, which he's done a decent job of this year. But at the same time, this 49ers defense is no joke, and this is a team that wants to get the 1 seed.
Yeah.
And better yet, win the division because the Seahawks are up there next as well. So it's not looking good for Baker Mayfield. I want to see him play hard in this game and have a close game, but that 49ers team is no joke. So I obviously have the Niners winning this game.
Yeah, Niners need this game, and then also with Baker, you can't go up against the 49ers without a run game. If it was with the Cleveland Browns, you had Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, that team there. Maybe it's a competition because he has a good offensive line, but Buccaneers offensive line has taken a step back, and you can't realistically go up against the best pass rushers in the NFL with a semi-athletic quarterback that thinks he's more athletic than he is, who's also short and also can't deal with pass rush as well, without a run game to keep the 49ers honest. So they're just going to be teeing off on him. That play action's not really going to be a factor either.